after WandaVision, in that same spring, we're getting Loki. Oh man,
Yep.
like back to
Which-
back.
Loki's changed like 3 times at this point.
Yeah,
it was
it
going
has.
to be one. It was going to be one thing. THR came out and said it's going to be more like a Quantum Leap sort of show with Loki.
Oh, man.
It's now the 2012 Loki from Endgame, which that's really brought me down on the hype list.
Same.
Like, that's the one thing I didn't want. That is so safe, and it's surprising how safe it is.
It
It's
is.
just like, you know what?
It's
Nah.
safe, but you have to realize fangirls are gonna watch the living Jeebus
Yes,
out
they
of
will.
this. And this
I
is
mean,
going...
they were going to watch anything anyway. Like,
True.
Exactly.
True.
But like this is gonna now be that one that everybody on DeviantArt and everyone like anywhere else, they are in such a hype world that they're making all of their speculations right now.
To be fair, to give credence to the DeviantArt thing, they clearly pulled the logo from DeviantArt.
Yes, they did. Yep.
Because
Yeah, they did.
if anything screams graphic design is my passion more than that logo, I want to see it.
Yeah. It was like Sony level of marketing on that
Yeah.
logo, man. Like,
But at the same time, it's like, can you take anything from that logo? Because clearly it's all different fonts.
no.
So what does that mean? Does that mean he's going to be going round stuff? Or like different time periods?
I
Like,
think so. If you're gonna
Like, can he travel time periods with just a space stone? Like,
Yeah,
question mark?
I really like the eye though. The eye, like to me, is a resemblance of Enchantress.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's very emeraldy. Yeah.
that would be really cool. But I definitely, one of our friends even sat there and they're like, "All right, what high school student did they get to make this?
Yeah.
Like, who's just finally getting ready to be done graphic design school? Like
it's
It's
a
interesting.
weird logo. The thing about Loki to me is I was excited at first. And the moment we saw Endgame, we're like, please don't take the show this way.
Yeah.
This is so...
It's like, if you're going to take the low-hanging fruit, just leave that one. Take
Right.
something else.
And I get how they're going to do it. WandaVision is going to explore the multiverse first and this weird bending thing. Loki
Yeah.
can piggyback off of that, leading into Doctor Strange. So they're clearly setting up an entire year where all we're going to see is multiverse stuff.
I mean,
Like,
look
Yeah.
what then comes after that. You got What If.
Exactly.
I know we're jumping
so-
ahead a little bit. So, like, they're clearly, this is like, hey, there's different stuff here.
Right. So, I mean, Loki, we saw that one concept art of him, like, in the 80s with Jaws on the movie theater or whatever.
Yeah. But even then, is that relevant now? If it's a 2012 Loki, is that
Right.
concept art relevant?
So, remember how, I want to say it was 9 months ago or so, we were talking about how there was crews in the capital of Bosnia and Sarajevo that were Marvel looking for, like,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be Loki. I have 100% confirmed that. After they did that, they took some pictures, references, and all that. And then nothing's happened since. Now, obviously, the show's not shooting yet, so maybe they'll come back. But if you're going
Which is interesting because Loki was supposed to shoot first.
Exactly.
They were planning that one to be filming this year.
Right.
But
And just so people are aware, if you know history, Sarajevo, you go there to shoot two things. Either the 80s Olympics, or you're shooting the start of World War One with the assassination of the Franz Ferdinand, I think it was. Anyway, that's where World War One started due to an assassination. So if Loki's going to be still following that route, that means he's at some point in the 80s with the Jaws poster. He's in World War One, at the base of World War One where it starts.
so he'll be in every major event.
Exactly. So I want to stay optimistic about this one, but Loki's not my favorite MCU character, and it's like everything else around him sounds way more interesting than this show.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, like, if they keep the whole, like, Carniloquy and the Norns and all that, like, you know, then, yeah, I'll be more hyped for this show. But as right now, where it's like, oh, it's that Loki, like, you know, being in a different reality, it's just like, oh, like, it doesn't matter.
We're not even
Like,
getting the Loki who's grown. Like, it's still the cocky one.
Oh,
it's not the one
that's
who's
true.
grown.
Oh.
He hasn't manipulated his father. Like, he hasn't grown as a character. We're getting, like,
see,
the literal
worst,
peak.
The worst part of this is the live action What If.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you know, what if Loki escaped the Tesseract? This is like, this should have been the 20-minute
This
episode,
is-
but they're going to make it 8 hours.
That's
like.
just, oh my god, I didn't even think of that. Thanks for ruining this. It's,
It's-
literally
it's like,
Avengers
obviously-
Loki.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the
obviously,
Avengers
they have a
Loki.
plan. They obviously have a plan for this, and it's going to it has to tie into something.
Right.
But on the surface, it's just knowing what we know. It's just like, What's the point?
Watch this thing come out and pull a Jessica Jones season 1 and be an absolute masterpiece.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Same.
It might be like you, but what really does, because if it was the new Loki, the Loki that we have now, the one who sacrificed,
or the Loki we had,
right? Yeah.
It's just you sit there and maybe he's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna actually do good in the world. So he goes back and tries to maybe stop some of these plans. But no, we have the Loki who's gonna go back and make all of these events based around him. He made them, and he's finally gonna get people to kneel to him.
Yeah.
The thing is, it originally was gonna kind of be like that anyway, but it was him looking back at his life in hell.
And I would have liked
going to narrate
that.
everything. So it's like, it was more like, it's our Loki, you know, you're going to see Kid Loki, like teenage Loki,
right.
adult Loki, our Loki. Well, then it was going to be, here's Loki jumping around everything. I don't know how they're going to do that, but now it's like, I imagine it might be a combination of the two, and he somehow manages to travel through time and realities, but I don't know.
I don't know. I have to wait and see on this one. Like, this is really the one that I'm just like, well, when it drops a trailer, I guess we'll watch it because we're gonna, anyway, and hopefully that converts us, like that's.
And also, like, there's nothing to say it's not going to change for a fourth time.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Everything changes in this industry literally in minutes, so exactly. It can be anything.